So when She-Hulk came out, that was the one TV show that I think rallied a lot of people into realizing that Marvel was just not looking to entertain fans at all. Marvel was looking to tell you how bad of a person you are, how bad your ideology is, how bad your conservative values may be, or just how bad it is to be a nerd in general. It was a weird idea to come up with this TV show, but of course it did come out and people were talking about it nonstop, and we were talking about it on this channel as well. Now apparently it has come out to light that Kevin Feige has decided to not only double down, but also triple down on backing She-Hulk and essentially trying to say that the show was amazing. It was a great stride for Marvel overall in general as they go into the continued MCU, as Nerdrotic likes to put it. So let's get into the article, guys. This one comes from us from good old Bounding Into Comics, and it says, Kevin Feige fully backs disastrous She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law series that was specifically made to attack Marvel Studios' former fans. And that's 100% true. That show only exists, let's be real, She-Hulk as a TV show only exists to piss people off. It's there to literally make you upset. It's there to attack the previous fans of Marvel who are probably no longer fans. They are only there to really make you feel like shit for liking the original content the way it was and for wanting to see that play out on screen and for not basically swallowing their woke identity politics. This is exactly how these people think. It says Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige is looking more and more like a problem similar to Kathleen Kennedy's situation as Lucasfilm, as he is now no longer overseeing a successful brand, but appears to be managing the decline of said successful brand. Feige's latest comments about She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law prove this point. The producer puts his full support behind the series, telling Entertainment Weekly, She-Hulk, for example, was an experiment. Let's just do a legal comedy. What if Ally McBeal was a superhero? How do we do a legal sitcom with an incredibly expensive CG character in the middle of every episode? And I couldn't be happier with the tone that Jessica Gao has set for that. It's a very different tone than many other projects have, and that was totally intentional. Yeah, I'm sure it was totally intentional, and I'm glad these people are finally exposing themselves for what they really are. You know, before they would try to hide and pretend like they're, oh yeah, no, we're gonna support the source material. Don't worry, we're gonna definitely go back to the books, like Rings of Power used to say, or we're gonna go back to the comic books, and we're gonna see exactly what we could do to bring this to light. This is not what they want to do, man. And they purposely have said multiple times that they hire writers that specifically never read the comic books. They don't want people to have read the comic books because they want to remake history. They want to remake content that existed prior. And the only way to do that is to ensure that whoever you have creating the new stuff doesn't have a love for the old stuff. And that's why they do not hire people who are fans of the original IP. It says that tone was confirmed to be a FU to Marvel's previous fans by She-Hulk actor Tatiana Maslany. Speaking to Variety following the series finale, Maslany was asked by the outlet, were you expecting to face the trolls when you signed on for the show? She responded, reading the script, it was so true. There's so much resistance to a woman just existing in that space of superheroes. There's always going to be that, and I sort of anticipated it. But is there really, though? Because it's interesting how this never was a thing back in the day. There was so many female superheroes that were well loved by fans, and meanwhile, because there was more men in the space, you think like you have a problem existing. It's ridiculous. You are allowed to have a male or female dominated space depending on the outcome. Obviously, nobody has an issue of the nursing field being female dominated, right? Nobody has no problems talking about that. Nobody has any problems talking about the education field being female dominated. No issues about that. But the moment you want to talk about a male dominated space, all of a sudden you want to act like people have trouble with you just existing. That's the issue. These people who want to say, oh, just leave me alone, I'm just trying to exist, they're the ones who are in your face constantly, nonstop, 24/7, trying to tell you that they exist when you already know they exist, but they want to pretend like you're trying to stop them from existing. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're so annoying. It says, it's why I always feel it's important. There's such an entitlement to space held by certain people, and to even exist as She-Hulk is like a FU, and I love that, she added. But how is that an FU? She-Hulk was one of the most loved characters in the comic books. She existed well before Tatiana Maslany played She-Hulk. So how is Tatiana Maslany playing She-Hulk all of a sudden an FU to people? When did this become a thing? It only became a thing when corporate media, Hollywood conglomerates decided to join in on this and tried to make money off of the nerd culture and try to bastardize the people who made the nerd culture what it was in the first place. Now they're trying to pretend like they were always in this space, that they suddenly own this space and that we're the problem. All of a sudden we are the problem. That's amazing to me. It says, in response to another question about the finale attacking some of the exact same trolling comments that Marvel fans have been making, Maslany said Jessica Gao is a genius and knows about the culture we're living in and her position in it when she's writing these stories about a woman superhero. She knows what that response is going to be. So, so it makes Jessica Gao, okay, it makes Jessica Gao, you know, a genius to basically say, okay, I'm going to attack people, and then at the end of the show, I'm going to put in something that's going to be comments from people who were attacked. I'm such a genius. Oh my God, I figured it out. I hit the beehive, and I saw the bees coming, so I told the bees that they're going to be coming, and oh my God, I'm such a genius because I knew they were going to come. It's like, what? Bro, come on, dude. I don't even know these people are self-congratulatory idiots. Like, they really think that they're doing something special here. It says, as a cast, it was delightful sending each other these troll responses. Like, oh my God, give them a week, and then they're going to literally see this pop up verbatim in the show and become the villains of the show. It was thrilling, she told Variety. These people really they enjoy attacking people, and they are literally vindictive, angry women. They are angry women, and I just don't understand how they could be so angry when, Tatiana Maslany is not an ugly woman. She has plenty of money, I believe anyway. Why are you so mad? Like, why are you so angry? Like, why do you want to see the world burn so much in the nerd culture that you think it's okay to attack fans who have an issue with the way that you are portraying their character? Like, you made the content specifically to piss people off, and then you want to act like you're a genius when you saw people getting pissed off as like a forthcoming thing. Like, you already knew that was going to happen. Obviously, it's like it's cause and effect. Like, I just don't understand why people think that's all of a sudden something that makes someone a genius. It says Gal, for her part, also revealed the tone of the show was to troll people. Variety asked her, how did it feel to accurately predict what the trolls would be saying? Gal replied, our writer's room opened 3 years ago. The fact that we were able to predict what the reaction was going to be, what a lot of the trolling comments were going to be, really shows how very tired and unoriginal these trolls are. How are the people responding unoriginal when you are making such obvious content that is meant to piss people off? I would dare say that is extremely unoriginal. You knew that you couldn't make anything that was worth being interesting, so your only cause of action was to make something that was going to piss people off so that it can make you look right at the end. It says, that really tickled me because the little troll that lives inside of me really loves trolling trolls, she declared. Yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to tickle someone who looks like Jabba the Hutt. The series director, Kat Coiro, also told Variety, one thing I noticed is that at the beginning of the series, I was getting a lot of nasty, mean comments. As it's gone forward, that has stopped. I think it's because now they realize when they target us, they're playing directly into our hands. And we called it, which is pretty gratifying. It's so satisfying. Even negative commentary, I always interpret as engagement. If people are that angry, they are paying attention, I look at all of that as positive. Well, that I will agree with because I get a ton of hateful comments on my YouTube channel and it is nothing but engagement for me. And at the end of the day, it only helps to increase my reach and my views. So, I always encourage, I usually encourage people who leave negative responses to keep leaving them because it does help me at the end of the day. So I do agree with that. But ultimately, as a TV show, though, that's something different. Okay, it's a one-stop shop. It says, interestingly, she claims negative commentary is engagement, but previously noted it stopped. That probably has to do with the fact that the people who initially watched the show quickly tuned out as Nielsen ratings indicated the series' viewership significantly declined the more episodes were released. In fact, the series didn't even have that much of an audience to begin with, as it did not break into Nielsen's top 10 original programs streaming chart for the week of August 15th to the 21st of 2022. The first episode debuted on Disney Plus on August 18th of 2022. By the week of September 19th, when the series 6 episode debuted on Disney Plus, it still did not make Nielsen's top 10 original program streaming chart. And listen, we know that's going to be the case because Marvel has not had a top 10 show at all. Literally, any of their shows have never hit the top 10 to my knowledge, which is pretty sad and pathetic considering that MCU used to be something that was so huge that literally will print money, but now with Phase 4, the way they decided to take that direction, they completely tanked their viewership, they tanked their money, and you know what? Let them keep tanking because now apparently they are cutting shows on Disney Plus because of the fact that they are failing so much, which I'll make a separate video of that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.